Welcome to the official walkthrough of Live Proxies 2.0. When you first go to liveproxies.io, you will be greeted with the new landing page. The first thing I would like to discuss is Live Proxies has almost 700 reviews with a trust score of 4.7. If you are already an existing member of Live Proxies, please feel free to leave a review, as this is a major accomplishment for any company. On the landing page, you will also be greeted with a home button, dashboard, help center, tools, pricing, login, and sign up, which we will all go over in a minute. With the launch of Live Proxies 2.0, we have seen the addition of static residential IPs as well as rotating mobile IPs. When we were on Live Proxies 1.0, what everybody was using was rotating residential IPs. Rotating Resi IPs were sticky. What that means is when you start your tasks, we try to keep the IP the same for the next 60 minutes. If you start a new session, it might be a new IP. With static proxies, it is an IP that does not change. That way you can use it for sneakers and Nike perfectly, as you can use the same IP to make an account and use the same IP to run tasks on that account. When it comes to rotating mobile IPs, it is the same as residential IPs, except they come from mobile carriers, and it may be 4G or 5G. We have been testing this for 6 months and the success ratio is 98%. When you scroll down, you will also find some of the top use cases as far as e-commerce, SMM, market research, NFTs, gaming, SEO, and ad tech. This is just to show you that now with the launch of Live Proxies 2.0, you can use Live Proxies for more than just sneakers botting. As mentioned before, if you have not already left a review on Trustpilot, please feel free to do so. There are almost 700 reviews with a rating of 4.7. Next on the homepage, we have Why Live Proxies, which lets you know that Live Proxies are transparent, private proxies, reliable, come with excellent support service, some of the highest quality IPs, and custom solutions, which we will talk more about. You're also able to get more information about residential, statics, mobile, and custom solution plans. You can see the pricing, the region, whether it's metered or not. You can switch it from metered to unmetered and check the pricing and plan accordingly. Another important feature is you can check whether IP authorization is authorized, and you will check on unmetered plans, it is required, and on metered plans, it is optional. And yes, with Live Proxies, you will get the results you need with a proxy solution you can trust. And at the bottom here, you will find a bunch of use cases which you are not limited to. There are many, many more use cases that you see, such as Amazon, Foot Locker, Supreme, Facebook, Shopify, Craigslist, Live Nation, Google, YouTube, Walmart. Live Proxies can be used for everything. Here are some tools that work best with Live Proxies. Some of them sneaker bots and others not, such as multi-login, which helps you manage multiple social media accounts from a single browser. For this, static IP is very important. Now we will talk about the frequently asked questions, which if you come down here, if you want to know what's the delivery time after the purchase, you can just simply click on it and a menu will pop down letting you know that after purchasing a plan, your proxies will instantly show up on your dashboard, and it may take up to 20 minutes for them to become active. And the same applies for all the other ones. You can simply click on them and they will all pop up and you can take time reading them. And we will go over more about the FAQ in a second. And before we go to show how to log in and show the dashboard, I would like to quickly show here at the bottom, if you click Studio City CA, you will be brought to a Google page where you can see that Live Proxies has 32 Google reviews with 5-star ratings, which just goes to show you that Live Proxies are the truth and are very reliable. Before we go over the dashboard, I would like to go over the About section of Live Proxies. That way you can know a little more about Live Proxies. When it comes to Live Proxies, we do not discriminate at all based on age, gender, race, or anything. We treat everybody equally and the same, and we want everybody to strive for greatness. When it comes to Live Proxies, we also strive to put quality over quantity. And a little bit about our story. Live Proxies began in 2020 when we realized the need for a better approach to residential proxies for the sneaker botting game. With Live Proxies, since they are private residential proxies, this goal was able to be accomplished, and now Live has grown. Live Proxies' success is built on the uncompromising dedication to quality, the willingness to take risks and innovate, and our unshakable commitment to our customers' success. And this is why in the late 2022, we made a decision to significantly expand our product offering to meet unique requirements of our diverse customer base. After months of hard work and dedication, we have successfully released a complete update in mid-2023 featuring new and improved features to continue delivering the highest quality of proxies and services. And this is where we are today. I hope you enjoy the dashboard and everything else. Live Proxies has 35,000 plus registered users, 14,000 plus verified Discord members, and 22,000 organic Twitter followers. In the About section, you will also find more information about our team, our vision, our values, and our technology. And at the very bottom, you will see that once again, Live Proxies does have a trust score of 4.7 with almost 700 reviews. At the very bottom here, you can also click on the Twitter link, YouTube, or Discord to make sure that you join the Discord. So I've already joined it, but there's 14,000 members in it. You will be welcomed and hope to see you there. Now that we are signed in, I'd briefly like to discuss the pricing of the different plans, starting with rotating residential proxy pricing. So before we talk about the pricing, I just quickly want to let you know the difference between metered and unmetered. Metered is the ability to choose how much bandwidth you want. So when you're buying 200 IPs, it comes with 4 gigabytes of bandwidth. Once you run through the 4 gigabytes of bandwidth, you will either have to top up or buy a new plan. When it comes to unmetered, which is slightly at a higher cost, you are simply buying IPs with an unlimited bandwidth attached to it. There are still ethical usage limits in place to make sure that it is fair use for all customers, but there is no bandwidth limit attached to unmetered plans. Before on Live Proxies 1.0, there was just the option to buy US rotating residential plans. Now you can buy Canada rotating as well as United Kingdom rotating or random location. You no longer have to open up a ticket once you buy a plan. You can simply just come to the website and buy CA rotating IPs. We also have a pool called random location, which can have proxies from like Brazil, Japan, Spain, and everything else. It is cheaper than the other plans. If a website uses geolocation, you cannot use the proxies. However, if you use SERP, you do not need a specific country to use them. With that being said, you can also buy metered or unmetered specific location IPs. So down here, if I want specific Alabama or South Carolina or Texas IPs, I can just select them, the number I want, and purchase a plan, as well as making sure that I use the Live V2 promo coupon for 33% off. When clicking the pricing section, you will find the pricing for all plans. So here we can find the pricing for the static residential plans, which also comes in metered and unmetered. You will find the pricing for the rotating mobile proxies, which just come in metered. And the last plan I'd like to talk about is the all-in-one custom proxy solution. And this is perfect for those who need to scale their operations by working with the most reliable proxy network. So if you were unable to find a plan that is suitable for your needs, you can also open up a contact sales and put in a custom order with some of the best proxies that come with the best service and support to help you achieve your goals. Contact sales, you can submit a request with your full name, your work email, your company name optional, and describe the use case and need for the proxies. Now I will show you how to access the dashboard. If you don't have an account, you simply want to go to the top right and click sign up. When greeted with the sign up page, you can either sign up manually or you can sign up with a Discord or a Gmail account. If you want to create an account manually, So if you wanted to create an account manually like this, you would get a verification email and then you have to verify the link. If you log in with an account email such as afrom@gmail.com and your Discord email is also afrom@gmail.com, it will not matter what method you use to sign in. You will get the same dashboard. If you already have an existing account, you can just simply click login and either log in with the email and password or log in with Discord. When you log into Live Proxies 2.0, you will now be greeted with a brand new dashboard. On the dashboard, you will see your IP address on the top of the screen, all of the proxy products, which are rotating residential IPs, static residential IPs, and rotating mobile IPs. You will also see the amount of bandwidth left on your plan, the time remaining on your plan, as well as the location of your plan. You will also be able to see your bandwidth usage on your proxy plan, and this goes very much in detail. You would simply just click View Usage Analytics, and now you can see the usage analytic for all of your proxy plans, and you can customize it by the date, the domain, the source IP, the server IP, and the status. This will give you a much more in detail explanation on what is happening with your proxies. So if you ever see any errors, make sure you first come to the usage analytics, and that way you can check what is causing the errors. With the addition of Live Proxies 2.0, you can now generate your proxy list anytime you want. You simply just have to click View Proxies. You can export them to save it. You can clear the list. You can copy it. And let's say you forgot to save your proxies. You no longer have to open up a ticket to get your limit reset. Just simply click View Proxies again, and they will pop up. So I've gone ahead and purchased a static residential plan as well as a rotating mobile plan. So I've put on the screen what the email should look like once you purchase the plan. You should get a confirmation email from Stripe and a second email letting you know that everything is there. So now that I have all of the plans, what you must know with Live Proxies 2.0 is that all of the different plans as far as rotating residential, static residential, and rotating mobile can all be purchased at the same time and used at the same time. So here under active plan, I can click and see that I'm checking out my mobile plan. I can change it to the static residential plan, and I can change it to the rotating residential plan. The only way to get a standby plan is if you buy the same plan type. So for example, I have a rotating residential plan and I bought another one that is now on standby. If I wanted to get a static residential plan to go on standby, I would just simply have to buy another one. When you own an active plan and you want to top up your data, all you have to do is go to the top right here and click buy a standby plan. So if the proxies are sold out for whatever reason on the website, if you have an active plan, you can still buy your standby plan, even though it says sold out. Click the proxies you need. Make sure to use the promo code LiveV2 promo to save 33% off. Since all plans run at the same time, I simply would just have to scroll down to view proxy list, view them, export them, simply click the next list, view, export, and now I have all of my proxies and I can use them at the same time. On the left hand side of the dashboard, you will also be able to find your order history as well as notifications, usage analytics, IP authorization, which for metered plans, it's optional and you can authorize up to 6 IP addresses. When it comes to unmetered plans, it is not optional. You have to authorize an IP and you can authorize up to 3 IPs. You can also go to the settings, which allows you to set up your email subscription. So payment and receipt and financial related emails are automatically turned on and you cannot turn them off. However, you can turn on if you want to have the plan expiration reminders, expired plan notification emails, as well as promotions and discount codes. If you manually made an account, you are able to change your password, and soon we will give you the ability to enable 2-factor. However, if you signed up using Discord, you cannot change your password and you cannot enable two-factor. And lastly, you have the help center, which has been super revamped. If you have any questions, please feel free to take time to first come here and search your question. You can start with the getting started, which has a bunch of general questions, which get you well prepared to getting accustomed to live proxies and how live 2.0 works. You can also go to troubleshooting. So if after a drop, you're noticing any issues with your proxies, after checking the usage analytics page, you can also come down to the troubleshooting section in the help center and just simply scroll through, and it should have majority of your issues here. If not, you can also check sneakers botting as well as account and payment. And if for any reason your section is not there, you can also search for it. So if I want to find out more about Meter's plans, I can search for Meter plans, click on it, read more about it, leave a review if I thought the article was helpful or not. And last but not least, if for any reason you are unable to find an article that suits your needs, you can also click submit a ticket down here. So one of the cool things about submitting a request is in the subject, when you type in a word, it gives you suggested articles for that word. So in case maybe you skipped over or overlooked that section, you can check here. And if none of these help you, then you can say, so instead of a statement in the description, you would more so ask a question, but very simple. You can also attach a file or a picture if you want to. It will also show on our end, and you can just simply click submit. Once you submit, you'll see at the top right that your request has been successfully submitted, and we get them on our end, as well as you get an email for letting you know that we received your request. With that, I hope you enjoyed this walkthrough of Live Proxies 2.0.